welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a perm rod set on my natural hair. Obviously I have a TWA, so if you want to see how I accomplished the look that you just saw, keep watching. So for this hairstyle, the first thing you're going to need is obviously perm rods, and I'm only going to use two styling products, the first of which is the Wrapping and Tapping Setting Lotion, and the second is the Lottabody Foaming Mousse. So I'm just going to go ahead and generously apply the setting lotion to my hair, and then I'm going to go ahead and work that through and then apply the foaming lotion just to kind of make sure that each strand of my hair is generously coated in both products, because the more product you have in your hair, the better the hair will stick to the rollers or perm rods. So you want to make sure your hair is very well coated with the products, and then you can begin to roll your hair. So I'm going to start by sectioning out one row of hair. I'm trying to make it kind of small because you don't want it to take too long for your hair to dry, so don't do like huge sections, because the bigger the section of hair that you put on the roller, obviously the longer it takes for it to dry. So if you want it to, you know, kind of be dry within a reasonable amount of time, then just do smaller sections. It might take you a little bit longer to roll your hair, but you'll have less drying time. So I guess it depends on what's more important to you. Is it more important for you to get done with the rolling process faster and you're not really tripping about the drying time, or is it more important for you to have dry hair quicker in the end? I also think that it's a little bit easier to get the hair on the roller if there's less of it. So I would recommend working in smaller sections, but you know, do you, girl. So what you just saw was me taking the time to detangle the hair very well, because the more detangled the hair is, the better it will, or the more smoothly it will go onto the roller. You don't want it to be like lumps and clumps on the roller. You want it to go on there very, very smooth, because the smoother your hair is on the roller, the smoother your curl will be when it comes out. So it definitely does matter how you put the hair on the roller, because how it sits on the roller determines the end result as far as your curls go. Once you have the hair on the roller tightly, then you want to take that elastic part of the roller, that elastic strand that's there, and get that as close as you can to your root, because the closer you get the elastic part of the roller to your root, the more it'll hold the roller to your head and keep it in the position that you put it in, and it will keep your roots from being curly and keep the roller really tight to your head, which in the end will give you better curls. So it is very important to make sure that you are putting that elastic part as close to the root as you possibly can. So I'm moving on to roller number 2, and I'm just going to continue to do the same process with all of the top of my head. I'm going to use white rollers for all of the longer pieces of my hair, and I'm just going to continue to put the hair on the roller as tightly as I can. You can see that I'm like pulling at the roller, and you want to get to a point where when you pull on it, it won't unravel like you saw it do just a minute ago or just a second ago. And once you get it as tight as you want it, then go ahead and attach the cap to the roller, making sure that the elastic band is as close to your root as you can get it. So at this point, I'm always kind of conflicted about, I'm like, do I show them the whole process and just like kind of speed it up, or do I just skip to the next part? So let me know in the comments what you guys prefer. Do you like to see the whole process? Because I know sometimes I want to see the whole thing, even though I know that it's just repetitive. I like to see like a sped up version of it. Like, it's satisfying in some way to see the whole process. But let me know what you prefer. Do you want to see the whole process, or do you just like to see the important parts? I did want to mention that I did not roll each roller in the same direction. I decided to do this one in the opposite direction because I've heard that it gives you more volume if you curl your hair in different directions. So I did some of them facing forward, some of them facing backward. I kind of just did it randomly just to see if it would give me more volume. So I just wanted to point that out in case you were wondering why I started to roll some of the rollers in different directions. So now I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. Since I have the footage, I might as well not waste it and let you guys see the whole process. So sit back and relax, and I'll come back once I'm done with the top. Okay, so now that the top is completely done, I'm going to start on the sides. And because my hair is shorter on the sides and it just gets shorter and shorter as it goes down, I'm using smaller perm rods. So I'm going to kind of do a progression of smaller to smallest perm rod from top to bottom. And that way I can get the tightest curl for each length of hair. So I went ahead and did the rest of the rollers off camera, and here's what it looked like once I was completely done rolling all of my hair. And then I went ahead and sat under the dryer for 1 hour, and that was enough to dry my hair completely. Now that my hair is completely dry, I'm going to start the takedown process, and to do that I'm just going to pop the cap off the end of the roller and then roll it in the opposite direction that I put it in. And with this technique they came out effortlessly, so I just continued to do that all over my head. So now I'm going to add a little bit of sunflower oil to my hands just to make it easier to separate my curls. And then I'm going to begin to separate them at the root and twirl them around my finger in the direction that they were on the roller. Alright y'all, we're in the home stretch now, so I'm just going to lay my edges using the First Touchdown Ultimate Edge Control, and then I'm going to just continue to separate and fluff and play with it until I'm happy with the end result. If you made it this far in the video, comment edges in the comment section and I know that you made it. And if you like this hairstyle and you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like, just because it lets me know that you all like the work that I'm doing and the videos that I'm producing. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe before you go. I would love to have you, and it doesn't cost you anything to do it. Thank you so much for watching, and specifically for watching this much. I know this video was a little bit long, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.